Don't panic, but the BRICS nations have released a gold-backed currency that's going to replace the dollar. No, they're not. But they are trying to reduce their dependence on it. The idea of a gold-backed currency can't work as the world globalizes, which is why the United States tried it 4 times and then finally gave up in 1971. The main reason why we got off the gold standard was because other countries were buying dollars and then exchanging them for golds and taking away our gold reserves. And that's exactly what the entirety of the West would do if the BRICS nations released a gold-backed currency. By the end of the month, there wouldn't be any gold left. It'd be a very effective way for the West to destroy the BRICS nations by creating hyperinflation. Here's a crazy fact. The US was the largest economy in the world starting in 1890. By 1925, over 65% of all foreign exchange reserves were in dollars, but the dollar didn't become the world reserve currency until 1944. It took 54 years of us being the largest economy in the world and over 25 years of having the most widely circulating currency before we came on top. China is sitting on between 3 to 6 trillion US dollars. Not debt, just dollars to keep their economy afloat. If any currency emerged that threatened the strength of the US dollar, then China's economy would completely collapse because they would have nothing to be resting on. And right now, China's economy is in danger of collapsing. So there's no way they're going to be abandoning a currency that's responsible for 90% of all foreign exchange transactions. The only official in the BRICS nations that has suggested creating another currency was Lula da Silva of Brazil. South African officials say that the currency is nowhere on any of the agendas. India's foreign minister Subramaniam Jaishankar said that there is no idea of a BRICS currency. Even Putin in Russia just said he wants to switch trade between member countries away from dollars to their own national currencies. Do you know what China did to Russia right before they invaded Ukraine? The Chinese government manipulated their own currency, the yuan, to make the ruble fall faster. China is Russia's biggest importer and exporter, and by manipulating their currency, Russian imports became dirt cheap for China, but Chinese exports to Russia became super expensive. Because Russia was completely cut off from the West, they had no choice but to comply. And look, de-dollarization in Chinese-Russian trade has skyrocketed because Russia is forced to rely on the yuan. Hats off to China, that was very clever. But now the other BRICS nations are saying to themselves, is that gonna happen to us? Importantly, you need a disciplining mechanism for the countries that fall out of line with it. Plus, they will need a common central bank. Where does it get located? And what happens if one of the BRICS nations' currencies is worthless, like the rupee? Look, they wanted to ditch the dollar and buy oil in rupees. No seller wanted to get involved. Even Russia, who is desperate for any kind of trade, suspended negotiations in rupees because they have billions of dollars in rupees that nobody wants. So no, there is no BRICS currency that's going to threaten the dollar's dominance. But if you do think the dollar is worthless toilet paper, here's my link tree. Please send them to me. I'll take all those crappy, useless, worthless dollars off your hands because I'm just really nice. I'm the Geo Husar and I just boiled a bunch of cinnamon sticks to make the house smell nice. Happy Valentine's Day.